Shalom, the Hebrew Israelites, okay? This is Church of Yahawashi, 144, first circle, second circle. Brother Yahawashi Allah is representing for the second circle. First off, we want to start off by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Waha, Raha, Kodash.
Want to give double honors to the elders in US that have been teaching this word, Apostle Tahar, and the rest of them, you know, through them we came into the truth, you know. So we always give double honors, man, because in Timothy it says, let, you know, the elders that are worthy of double honors be given double honors, man, you know. So the brothers out there that say we're disrespectful and, you know, we don't give the flowers to the elder, we do, man. You know, it's just that they like to hear us say it over and over again. So today is the 7th month, the first day of the 7th month, I believe is Ayatanayam, alright? So we're gonna, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we're gonna give a new wine breakdown of what the 7th month represents, man. Alright? So yeah, Mark, Allah, you wanna man the camera while we do that? Yeah, we can still start like that. What, is everybody in here? Right. Yeah, so get, what's the precept? Leviticus 23 about the 7th month. Get that
23 beneath 20.
Yeah, so the first precept we're gonna get is Leviticus 23 regarding the blowing of trumpets, alright? Because we gotta break that down the new wine way.
It's Leviticus 23 and 23, and it reads, And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharallah, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath and a memorial of blowing of the trumpets.
Yeah, and that Shabbat, it goes back to the 7th day on the Hebrew calendar, alright? Which is Shabbat. Shabbat is the 7th day, right? It's the 7th day of the week. Alright? So that's synonymous with Shabbat. Shabbat is the 7th day of the week. Because Sabbath and 7 are synonymous with each other. Alright? And that puts the Peaky Blinders on the lunar Sabbath, man. Because according to the lunar Sabbath, every single month's beginning is a Sabbath. But that's not correct. Because Sabbath goes back to Shabbat. Because when you say Shabbat, you can actually hear Shabbat in there. Shabbat. You know what I mean? Because when you go in Portuguese and Spanish, yeah, type in Portuguese Saturday. How you say Saturday in Portuguese? And these are meant to be so-called bastard children, but they know better. All right?
Yeah, the Portuguese Sabbath or Shabbat is Sabado.
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 Did you hear that? That sounds like Sabbath, man. That's Saturday. So even they know when the Sabbath day is, bro.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
They know when the Sabbath day is, so you can't get around it. So Sabbath is synonymous with 7. All right? So where there is no 7, there's no Sabbath. That's a fact. Because you look at all the Sabbaths and the Shabbathawanas, which are the feast day Sabbaths, they all have a 7 common, what do you call it? Should I say constant? All right? The first day of the feast of unleavened bread, it falls on a 7. Why? Because 7 goes into 14 2 times. All right? So that shows you that the Sabbath that you guys are keeping is wrong, man. Okay? And you gotta be corrected for that. Because what it says, the scripture says what? Iron sharpeneth iron. So if you're going off and we can see it through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we should be able to correct you.
That's right.
And that's brotherly love, man.
He says, open rebuke is better than secret love as well.
If you can't take correction, you're a fool.
You know what I'm trying to say? This ain't a popularity contest, you know. This ain't about who's got the most precepts, you know, who can break down the scriptures the best, who's got the most men. We're all trying to get to the truth at the end of the day, aren't we? So if we see something that's wrong, we have to point it out. Okay? You may not respect our opinion because of who we are, but the truth still stands, bro. Without 7, there's no Sabbath. That's why the first day of the 7th month is kept as a Sabbath, because of that 7. Okay? Because the 7 goes back to rest. And that's why the Hebrew word for the 7th day is what? Shabaya'aya. And even the Portuguese guys, they know, because they call it Sabado. That sounds like Sabbath as well.
It's definitely coming from Sabbath.
So you can't get away from that, man. Okay? You can't get away from that. Because you're keeping the first day of the first month as a Sabbath. The first day of the first month, where's the 7th day? There's no 7. There's
no 7th.
So that's it. You're keeping the first day of the 2nd month as a Sabbath, but there's no 7th day.
Right.
Okay? So that's wrong, man. That's wrong. That's wrong, man. All right? And we know you don't like it because it's coming from us. You understand? But hey, the scripture is clear, man. Every time there's a 7, there's always a Sabbath day. Okay? That's why the first day of the 7th month is a Sabbath. And the 14th day of the first month is a Sabbath, only because it's the second 7. Because 14 is what? 2 7s.
7, right.
So there's still a 7 in there, man. And on the last day, which is another 7, which will be the 21st day, that's another 7 again. That's why you gotta keep a Sabbath at the beginning and at the end of the Pasachah.
That's right.
And this is, you know, this is ABCD stuff to us. All right? Because a lot of guys are saying we fell off, we're missing in action. But you know, this is ABCD. You ain't even got the ABCD yet. But yet you want to come on and say we fell off and, you know, we've been missing in action. But you can't even get the basics. And that goes back to Hebrews 5 and 12. We're in the time you got to be taught again. That's why Yahawashi Hamashiach put the Spirit on Yahazakwa to come with the new wine, which really is new beginning, new understanding, which is an easy way to understand the scriptures, man. Okay? Because even when it comes to the Lashawana Kodasha, all right, we've given an easy way to memorize all 22 characters, man, in 6 words. It don't get no easier than that. That's the simplicity of Hamashiach, Yahawashi, who all of you say you follow. You follow Yahawashi, but the men that Yahawashi set up, you don't want to hearken on to them. You want to wait for the man to come himself. How much more grievous is it going to be when Yahawashi returns and you tell him, we were waiting for you to come so we can hearken on to you? You know what he's going to tell you? He's going to say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Thou ought to have known that my men would have been standing in my stead while I went back to the many mansions to go and build for my elect. Because he's got stuff to do, man. He ain't got time for your ignorance. Because he's out there in the galaxies getting the planets ready for his elect.
Right.
Because that's what he said in John 14, right? He said, in my Father's house are many mansions. I go to prepare a place for thee.
Right.
He's what, you think he's just sitting down on his ass 24/7? Nah, he's building stuff, man. Okay? The brothers that have kept the faith, he's building stuff. He said what? Behold, I come quickly and my reward is with me.
Right.
He's going to come back and he's going to reward every man according to his works. That's why we do the work. Okay? It says a workman is worthy of his hire.
Right.
That's why we're doing the work, man, because what? We know we're going to get a return in the end. But it has to be done the right way because there's order. You can't just do what you like when you come here. That's why when brothers come around, they try and, you know, they don't want to follow the order that Yahawashi set up. We just get rid of them, man. Because without order, we're no different from animals.
Right.
That's what separates humans from animals, okay, is the orderly fashion with which we conduct our day-to-day lives.
That's it.
Animals, they just do what they want. You understand? They just do what they like. And we can't behave like animals, man. We need to behave like civilized people.
That's right.
You know, it says, indeed shall all the families of the earth gain wisdom.
Right.
So we need to behave like we're civilized. You know, they keep telling us we're Hamites, but yet we're the ones coming out with the new wine. And the more you call us Hamites, the more the Most High gives us the revelations, man.
That's it.
So we like it. Keep calling us Hamites. Keep saying we're not the men of the Lord.
Can't.
Because the more you abase us, the more Yahawashi elevates us.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. So
Exactly.
we feeding off of that negative energy, man. Okay. So continue the good work. Shalom.
Shalom.
Continue with the good work, man.
The water.
Because really, through the Spirit, you know, the more they, you know, shit on us, the more Yahawashi lifts us up.
That's right.
Okay. And the evidence was in the breakdowns.
Right.
Because if you look at the breakdowns, even if you're not a Hebrew Israelite, you don't believe in the truth. When you watch the breakdowns, you can clearly see the motivation. Okay, the spiritual motivation is from Yahweh Shem Yahawashi.
Right.
Even a non-spiritual man can see that those breakdowns didn't come from a man. No one is intelligent to bring stuff out like that. So you denying and saying that we're fabricating it, that's blasphemy against the Ruach HaKodasha.
That's right.
Because the Ruach HaKodasha is the spirit of understanding that is bringing all things to our remembrance. Things that we knew back in the day. Like Lebanon is in Morocco.
Right.
The land of Asher. And then you go on the Google and you search it, it actually tells you that Morocco produces 70% of the world's food.
Right.
And then you go into the prophecy, it says Asher shall be blessed with bread.
Right.
Let Asher's bread be fat.
There you go.
Let him dip his feet in oil. It's not talking about the petroleum oil that you put in your cars. It's talking about the oil that you cook with, man. That's why they got the best oil. The olive is common sense, man. Tyre and Zidon, cedar trees reaching up to the heavens.
Right.
Even in the video games, Atlas is carrying the world on his back. Why is he doing that? Because of the cedar trees reaching up to heaven, man. Okay? Because the cedar trees outlive the world. They don't decompose easily. That's why it was used to build the temple, man.
Right.
The temple was meant to be everlasting.
That. Right.
That's why they use everlasting material to build it. Gold, cedar trees, acacia wood. The choice of materials tells you the intent behind building it, man. There's a whole science behind the choice of the materials which were chosen, which can only be found in the location that we showed you in the breakdown. But the only hindrance is the choice of men that Yahweh chose to bring it out. That's the only hindrance, man. You know? And that's how we know a lot of the brothers ain't got the right spirit on them, man. Okay? They ain't got the right spirit on them because they don't want to hearken onto the order that the Most High is setting up. Because if they actually hearken onto us, we can show them how to get closer to the Father. Because the Heavenly Father is dealing with us. He's showing us all these revelations. So a wise man will what? Attach himself to it. Why would you scoff against something like that? It don't make no sense, man. So Malak, read that, Malak.
This is 24 again. It says, speak unto the children of Yasharallah, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month.
In the what?
In the first day of the month.
In the what?
In the first day of the month.
And the first day of the month is always signified by the crescent. Okay? The crescent is what shows you the first day of the month. And if you think I'm lying that the crescent is actually the new moon, why is it that when you go to the Maghreb countries like Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, they got the crescent on their flag? What is the crescent meant to mean? It shows you that a crescent is actually the symbol for the moon, which is the new moon. The beginning of the month is the crescent. It's common sense. And also, when you look on the flags, all right, the crescent is to what? To the left of the flag. Why? Because the crescent always shows up on the west. This is a fact. And this is knowledge that they know, okay? Some of the brothers may be ignorant to it, but I'm talking about these Arabs and all these other nations. They know this, man. That's why they call it the Maghreb. What does Maghreb mean in French? It means west.
No, it's an Arabic term. It's an Arabic term meaning west.
Right.
So they heat it in Arabic.
In Arabic.
They heat it in Arabic, man.
It's west. It means west. Why? Because we've been studying. You know, that guy from Birmingham. He likes to moon gazer, but he hasn't even taken his time to go and check to see if everything is checking out. Because his mind is so clouded with making 3 videos or 10 videos a day, so he can't even sit down and say, you know what? Let me just go for a whole month and just watch how the moon behaves. We've actually done that, man. How do you think we came to realize there's 30 days in a month? The crescent shows up on the west. The sun rises from the east. It doesn't go north. It goes south, and then it sets at the west. That's why it's like a marathon.
A marathon, yeah, kind.
The sun rises from the east. It goes to the west at 12 on the equator, and then it goes to the south. And then it sets at the west. Right. And then the moon appears at the west. Yeah. Because what? The sun is passing the baton onto him to say, your turn. I've done my 12. Your turn. Just like the relay race, man, with Naphtali.
Right. That's right.
It's so easy for us. And then it shows up on the west. Because the sun goes down at the west, so his going down is the beginning of the moon's office. 2 great lights on the 4th day.
Right.
It's so simple, man. Right. It's not hard to be understood. And they want to say, oh, but you don't always get a 30. Yet the Most High will shorten the days. Because they don't even understand that. They don't understand the fact the Heavenly Father said, I am going to shorten the days. He didn't say I'm going to shorten the hours. Yeah, sometimes the days go fast. You know, because sometimes, you know, like the day goes like that. But that doesn't pertain to the prophecy, man. He said whole days are going to go missing on the clock. Right. That's why sometimes, Ma'akala, you keep the time. Right. Sometimes the crescent appears early, innit?
Of course.
That's just him shortening the days, man.
Right.
He's shaving. He's minute shaving. He's day shaving. He's shaving whole days off the clock, man. Right. So we could get to the promises, man. Because he said what? He was going to give us the kingdom. So he's just trying to speed the times up for the elect's sake. But how are you even going to know that the Most High is shortening the time if you don't know how time works?
No discernment.
Yeah, I've got
and it's funny because they don't even know, that the Most High is doing a countdown. Because we told you Tazada, Kwamra Ash, raising up their heads. How do you think the brothers know who they are? They know their tribes, Issachar, Levi, Ben. How do we find out about that? We just woke up one day and then we just made it up. That goes back to, you know, the Most High raising up their heads, man, and we spoke about it.
Right.
And the next thing is gonna be Shah. And I believe that's when a lot of brothers are gonna come with their tail between their legs. So if you think we're hostile now, we're gonna be worse. Because right now we ain't got no power. So we can just talk to you. But when the Most High gives us the teeth, which we know what animals do with teeth.
Right.
Teeth is used for devouring food, man. When Yahawashi actually gives us the teeth, what do you think we're going to do with the teeth, man?
Use glue with teeth.
You need to spit out the bones, man.
Hungry, man. Man say he's hungry.
What do you think is going to be done with the teeth?
I want to see laughing then.
You ain't going to be laughing, man. You're going to be begging. You're going to say, it's not even Baba Kusha, it's Bakwasha. That's another error that we need to correct. Because a lot of brothers say Baba Kusha, but it's Bakwasha. It's Bakwasha, man. You see, so there's a lot of leaven amongst the brethren. But we're just waiting for the acceptable hour of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So through the Spirit, we can correct that. So if you think we're bad now, we're going to be worse than this, man. If you can't stand us now, you ain't going to like us in the day of the Lord. Because it's going to be worse. You think we're proud now. This is actually us being humble. Because if we weren't humble, the Heavenly Father wouldn't have revealed all the revelations to us.
That's right.
You don't know what we do behind the scenes. You just watch us on the internet and just say, oh, these guys are proud. But you don't even know us. You know? And the guys that have been around us, they think they know us, but they don't know us. Because if you knew us, you would have known damn well to sit your ass exactly where you're supposed to be. Because you know this ain't no game. Because even the guys that, quote unquote, distance themselves away from the church, it's not because they don't believe we're not the men of the Lord. It's because of their own individual lusts.
Right.
Because they saw the signs. We saw the, hey, brothers saw the chariots.
Yeah, they were there. They were there.
The brothers saw the crescent. They saw the breakdown. They were like, yeah, I believe. Yeah, this is the camp. Yeah. But where are you now, man? And you're going to come back. Mm-hmm. So when you come back with your tail wagging, you know what we're going to do to you, man. You know what's coming. You know, you're going to try and delay the time, but the inevitable is going to happen. Because this is the church of Yahawashi, bro. There's no other church. This is the church. And we done the breakdown through the Spirit. We shown you Apostle Taha is John the Baptist. John the Baptist had his own followers, man. You know, they were doing their own thing. Yahawashi and his disciples were doing their own thing as well. But most of the disciples of Yahawashi used to be in John the Baptist's school. But you need to graduate from that school. You can't stay in year 5, okay, for an entire year and not graduate to year 6.
Right.
You need to make progress, man. Okay? You need to make progress. You need to grow in this thing. You got brothers that they don't even know. If I ask you, what, like I asked that brother the other day, he said he wants the new wine. And I said, hang on. You want the new wine. What is the fifth? I said, what is the fifth character in Lashwana Kodasha? He couldn't even tell me. You don't even know the ABCDs of the Hebrew, but yet you want to get the new wine. So Jake is not being realistic, man. They're playing games. Salak, Malak, read that precept.
It says, I'm going from the top again. It says, speak unto the children of Yasharallah, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Shabbata'ai, a memorial of blowing the trumpets.
A what?
A memorial of blowing the trumpets.
And that's what we're gathered here for, man. For the memorial of blowing the trumpets. Oh, salak. Okay? And we've done it on different occasions. And every time we've done it with the crescent, man. But the brothers will watch the video and they'll still turn around and go and talk smack. So like we're saying, in Shah season, how do you expect us to deal with you? Because like I said, right now you can talk to us, right? You know, brothers can even phone us. They can stay on the phone for hours, 2 hours, an hour and a half, you know, talking about all their problems, all of that. In Shah season, you're not going to have that luxury, man. You're going to get the honey badger coming out of Levi. You're going to get the lion coming out of Judah. You're going to get the strong ass coming out of Issachar. You're going to get the wolf coming out of Benjamin. How are you going to deal with that? How? Because we're not even going to be the ones controlling ourselves. Right. The Most High is going to put the spirit on us to be like that.
That's right.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to say. Because, you know, the carnal heart of man will show sympathy. But the Heavenly Father's brain doesn't work the way ours work.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what happened with King Saul, because that emotional side kicked in. And he looked at Agag and thought, this guy has been devastated. What more can we take? Just spare him. And he lost everything because of that.
Right.
Okay? That's why the Most High said, they shall do according to my anger. So the brothers that are playing games and talking out of the side of your mouth, you may think we can't see you, but you got to remember, it says the eyes of Yahweh are in every corner.
Right.
So everything that you said, everything that you're imagining in your mind, it says every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account in the day of judgment, man. Okay? You're going to be accountable for it. There's a reason why that statement was made. So read that, Malak.
It says, a memorial of blowing the trumpets, a holy convocation. And ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer offering made by fire unto Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahawashi.
Yeah, so the brother's just gonna correct, you know, because I've heard a lot of brothers say Baba Kwasha, but the brother's gonna show you the word. So it shows a lot of brothers, they don't even study to show themselves approved.
Right.
Ba Kwasha. It's there.
Kind of like
And if they can't see it, I would just put it. I would just.
Yeah, but we all need a man to follow.
In the edits,
But you still got to study because men make mistakes.
That's it. That's it.
Men make mistakes. They're made of flesh. Corruptible flesh has always got a mistake in it.
That's why I said it's kind of like. You know
That's why it says two are better than one.
Right.
Like when I made a mistake with that thing the other day, you corrected me, man.
The 10 Commandments.
You said Malak, I think you made a mistake there, you know. And then I had to check and be like, Khan, two are better than one, man. Iron sharpeneth, and iron can't sharpen itself.
Right.
It needs a dancing partner, man. Blade to blade. Shing, shing, shing. Okay? That's why even Yahawashi, when he came on the scene, he had 12 disciples, man. He didn't do it by himself. He wasn't a one-man Rambo champion. I'm the son of Yahweh. I'm going to lick down the place by my... No, he chose 12 men, man. And one of them was the devil. The guy with the bag. The thief. The one that sows discord among brethren.
Right.
Okay? Because Judas had a strong demon on him, man. He had a strong demon on him. And the fact that he kissed Yahawashi as well, that was some homo shit, man. Because a lot of brothers got that demon on them. They got that demon on them. They need deliverance, man. Okay? Because a demon can jump from one brother to another.
That's right.
That's why it says a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
Right.
You know? Because we've seen that happen to brothers, innit? They're raring to go, but their acquaintances, it hinders them from reaching the goal.
Right.
And we ain't got time for that up here, man. This is a severed unit. It's a severed unit, man. You know, we don't believe in big numbers. Because, hey, let me give you an example. If you've got a slender woman and you got a woman that's obese, in times of peril, she is going to jet lag you.
Right.
When you need to flee from trouble, she's gonna jet lag you, man.
That's right.
Exactly.
Cause all them kilos are she's gonna be dragging her feet. But you got a woman that's light on the feet. You just pick it up like a feather and you're gone.
That's it.
That's a fact.
It's fact.
She's gonna jet lag you.
Yeah, that's common sense, man. Yeah, man, that's right.
That's why you see a lot of the top athletes. Have you seen the kind of women they pick? Slender, light on the feet. Those are the ones you see walking on the red carpet, man.
Right.
You don't see those.
Lizzo.
Not even that. You don't see those. What's that? What's that one? Those morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And I'm not slut shaming, and I'm not fat shaming. It's just a fact,
It's
man.
a fact. Yeah, it's a fact.
As a qualified
You see the top.
person.
You see the guys with money.
Right.
You see the kind of women they pick because they know
Right.
that when it goes down, you need to get out quick.
Right.
You need to get in and out, man.
She might get stuck in the door.
She might get stuck in the door,
Yeah.
or she might take up 2 seats.
Can't get in the car.
You get on a plane. You get on a plane. She's gonna take up 2 seats. You need to buy 2 chairs, man. You know.
Like that.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just trying to say less is
Yeah,
more.
no,
with
less is
Yahawashi
more, that's
Yahawashi.
right. Yeah,
And that
yeah,
goes
yeah.
back. That goes back to Gideon when he was asked to trim the men down.
the
He
men
said,
down.
all
Yeah.
the men that lap like dogs,
Right.
don't pick them.
Right.
Right.
Because the Most High needed a way to shave the number down, man.
That's right.
You know? Because the Jake will say, we won the battle because of our numbers.
Right.
That's why the Most High reduced the number down. It's the same with us.
That's right.
We don't need a multitude of men to get the job done.
Right.
As long as Yahawashi is on our side, we believe we can get the job done even with 2 men.
Right.
Okay? It's who the Heavenly Father favors, man.
That's right.
That's who's going to get the job done. It's not about numbers. Even David, how many men did he have with him?
Right.
He only had like 300 or 600 men.
Yeah, 300. Is it
You know?
6, yeah.
Was Saul still able to keep him down? He was still putting in work. So numbers don't mean nothing. Hey, I played guys on FIFA back in the day. I've seen guys beat whole teams with 11 men, with 9 men.
Right.
With 9 men, using the goalkeeper as a defender as well. You know? You seen that happen at Shawan, innit? You get beat by some guys, they'll have 9 men. They'll bring they keep bringing the goalkeeper out. They'll have someone like Courtois or Pope. Big guy, spread himself. You know, he's an extra man because he's not just in goal waiting for someone to come and score.
That's right.
So it's all about the tactics and also who the Most High is favoring, man. Okay? So a lot of the brothers, they leave, they think they're making us weaker. Because that's what happened to you, innit? They leave, they think leaving you, they're going to leave you out in the cold, you know, to do the work by yourself. You know, in the kingdom, you're going to be accountable for that. We're going to ask you, Malak, why did you not go and help your brother?
Right.
They'll say, because I was trying to follow Yahawashi. You're going to be beaten with many stripes. Because you should have known better. If you've come around us here, I'm not saying this pridefully, but if you've come around us and you're still behaving like a Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, okay? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. You're going to get conked on the head with a koboko, man.
That's right.
Because you're behaving like an idiot, like an egghead. Because you've been around the Malakian, you see the knowledge that is like even brothers say, yeah, you know, you guys are knowledgeable. Do something with the knowledge, man. You're not just supposed to absorb it. You're meant to do something with it. It's a talent. It's kind of like the talent that got given out to the servants.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
One of the servants, he said, I was afraid, so I hid mine.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? We thought that he was wrong. So we panicked and we left. So he's got, okay, you left. But what did you do with the talent that you got?
Right.
Because all of you guys that were in the church of Yahawashi, you benefited in some shape or form.
Right.
You know it, we know it. What have you done with what you gained from the church of Yahawashi? Because Yahawashi is going to come and you are going to have to give an account of what you did with what you gained from the church.
Right.
All right? You're going to have to give an account. You're going to have to give... It's bad enough you ain't paying your tithes to Levi, but you are going to have to give an account because you are going to get probed.
Right.
There's going to be an audit. We're going to sit down, we're going to take our time, okay, and we're going to go through the fine lines and see what you were doing. Because you could clearly see what we've been doing. Because a lot of them say, we've been sitting on our ass, we've been missing in action. We don't, like that guy was saying, we don't know where the hell they are. Well, now you can see what we've been up to.
Then came the new wine.
Right.
Then came the new wine.
I was going to say, the accountability is not just for yourself, it's about the people the men that you've taken with you as well. Where are they at?
That's right.
What did you do with the men that you took?
Because the blood will be on your hands.
Yes.
Blood on your hands.
You know? Because a lot of guys, they think they're above rebuke. That's what they think, you know. Oh, because I'm such and such, I can get away with it. Ha! You're going to be sadly mistaken. Because we know what the Most High does to people he likes.
Right.
It says, whom he loveth, he chasteneth. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Right.
Think about that. Think about that. The people that he loves, he beats with sore strokes, man.
Right.
Okay?
And he says as well, the servant that knew the Father's will shall be beaten with many stripes.
He shall be beaten with many stripes. And you know, it sounds like we're rebuking. Yeah, because this is the last feast day, man.
Right.
The 7th month has the last feast days. Okay? It's got the blowing of trumpet, which is on the 1st day of the 7th month. It's got a day of atonement, which is the 10th day of the 7th month.
Right.
And really, that atonement, it goes back to the Lashawana Kodasha word, Yawama Kapara.
I'll put it on the edit.
Yawama Kapara means what? Day of atonement. Now, if you look at atonement, Kapara goes back to Kapar. And Kapar is what? The palm. Okay? And how many fingers have you got on each palm? 10. That's why the atonement is on the 10th day. Because it goes back to the 10 fingers connected to the palm. Okay? Because when you're praying to the Most High, what do? You go like this. Or you go like that.
Right. That's right.
Or you go like this. And also, if you want to cleanse yourself, what do you use? You need your palms. You need your hands. You got 10 fingers, man. So that's where the whole 10 day on the 7th day, because the 7 represents the 7 parts of the body. The head, your 2 arms, okay, your midsection, your 2 legs, and you got your privy member. That's the 7th part.
That's right.
Because number 7 also goes back to the privy member, man. And a lot of you are gonna lose your number 7. Yeah, because you haven't shown yourself to be men. You didn't gird up your loins, so you're gonna lose your loin, man. And you're gonna become a 6, which is a beast. And you're gonna be destroyed. Because it says, he that is wounded in the stones, or have his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of Yahawashi. Because you're behaving effeminate. You haven't shown yourself to be a man.
That's right.
Okay? And that's me just, you know, speaking metaphorically, man. Okay? So what we got? Have you read the 7th day? If you carry on reading, it talks about the atonement as well.
Oh yeah, can't.
So read the atonement, because atonement goes back to number 10, which is the 10 fingers, man.
Can't.
Because that's, you know, how do you atone for someone? The priest, he uses his hands. You know, he takes the anointing oil or the blood, and then he smears it on the altar. Okay.
Can't.
And that's how they do. You need your hands, man, to cleanse yourself, to clean yourself. And atonement cleans you. Okay? So your 10 fingers are very important, man. That's why the Most High told Moses to dip his finger in the blood and rub it against the altar, because really the fingers also go back to horns. So you got 10 horns on your palms, alright? Which is power, because horn represents power. And when a battle hardened warrior uses his hands, he uses his left hand, or you know, whichever hand he is, for the shield, holds the shield, he needs his fingers like that, and then he uses his other hand to hold the sword. So it shows you your fingers are power too, man.
Right.
That's power, man. You know?
Yeah, this is verse 26, and it reads, And Yahweh spake unto Mashah, saying, Also in the 10th day of the 7th month there shall be a day of atonement.
There shall be what?
There shall be a day of atonement.
Right?
And it shall be a holy convocation unto you.
And it shall what?
And it shall be a holy convocation unto you.
Right, so a holy convocation. Holy goes back to the Lashawana Kodasha word Kodasha. It means separate, man.
That's right.
Okay? And it's only 3 times in a year you gotta appear before the Most High. The first one is on the Pasachah. Right. Second one is on what? The first fruits, which is the Pentecost Day.
Yeah.
Alright, and the third one is the
blowing.
the tabernacles.
Tabernacles. Oh, Salat. Yeah. Salat. Yeah. That's
Yeah, but it's all tied
It's
into
still
it.
tied
It's,
in,
it's in
yeah,
that
yeah,
same
yeah,
month.
yeah.
So,
Same month, yeah.
because you blow the trumpet memorial on the first day,
Right.
10th day
10th day
atonement,
atonement.
and then 15th day tabernacles, man. And the fact that the Most High got us dwelling in tabernacles, it shows you we're married to Him.
Khan.
And we're gonna go into that. Yeah, I am married unto you,
Khan.
Jeremiah. We're married. We're in a covenant with Yahawashi, Yahawashi. You know, we're in a spiritual marriage with the Most High, man. But a lot of you don't even realize that we're in a marriage.
Let me get that quickly.
You know, you left here,
7, I believe.
and you didn't even get right with the Most High. And you know how Jake gets when a woman leaves him that he loves, innit? He goes crazy. So how do you think the Most High is gonna react? You know. So read that, Malak.
Khan. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls.
And ye shall what?
And ye shall afflict your souls.
So when it says afflict your soul, that's talking about fasting. You go fast. 24-hour dry fast.
That's it.
No water, no bread, nothing. You know, because when you fast, you know, it kind of makes you appreciate certain things, man. You know, you look at the world differently. You know, you don't lust after things that are casual, carnal things don't matter to you no more. You know,
Makes you better.
it makes you a better person when you fast, man. It spiritually amps you
Right.
because you're neutralizing the flesh. So now the spirit becomes more effective.
That's right. Khan.
And also your prayers get closer to the throne,
That's
apparently.
right. That's right.
Because remember when the angel told Daniel to fast for another 7 days,
Yeah,
and then he'll give him the breakdown.
Khan.
Because when you afflict your soul, the Most High can tell he likes a contrite heart and a contrite spirit. So how you put your spirit in that mode is by fasting, man. You know, you're severing your spirit onto Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi.
That's right.
Because when you fast, things happen, man. You start seeing things clearly. You know, you don't think about silly things anymore, man.
That's right.
Things that would annoy you on a day-to-day basis, it will mean nothing to you. That's why a lack of bread is really gonna kick this thing off, man.
Yeah, Khan.
Because a lot of people are messing around because, you know, there's an abundance of bread.
Right.
They've never experienced a famine before.
That's right.
You know, they can pick up their phone. What's that thing called again?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats.
Just eat.
You know, they just one
More
phone
eat.
call, man.
Eat this.
They ain't been through a famine before. They don't know what it's like to go
Right.
to the shop and not be able to get, you know, a carton of milk. Everything is there.
Because when I grew up, at my age, we didn't have no internet, no mobile, none of them things there.
That's right.
So as soon as you lock off the IG and that, they're dead.
Yeah.
That would be an issue.
And a lot of this new generation,
That'll be an issue.
they can't live with their phone. They can't live without their phones, man. And that's bad. Because when that mobile phone gets shut off, you're gonna be lost.
They're already
Right, yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
You
They're
know?
saying that the network's gonna shut down soon.
They don't know
Right.
what to do. They're gonna be like, oh my God, what do I do?
Right, that's right. Because an Edomite, when he loses his job, what he does? He chucks himself underneath the bloody tracks with the kids and that.
They're not gonna know what to do, man. Especially you Eves out there. Oh, you're gonna be worse for wears. At least the other nations are more efficient. They go camping.
Right.
They know how to start fires with flints.
Do a bit of rock climbing.
They do some rock climbing, you know. So they're more educated. But you Eves out there,
Man.
the only rock climbing you do is when you go to the weave shop. You go in there, you spend all your money buying hair that's not yours, you know. And then you guys get upset when we tell you that.
Right,
But how can you put someone else's hair in your head?
right.
Crazy.
You don't know hair. You know hair is even spiritual. Hair,
Right.
hair is spiritual, man.
Do you know when they cut that off? They cut off that hair in the temple as a sacrifice for their sins, and they pray on the hair, and then they go and send it.
That's the thing,
They send it to Eve to wear it.
Like Elam and that.
They
Elam.
don't-
Elam, yeah, Elam.
They don't care. They don't care.
So in India, in the temple.
Okay, and also a lot of you Eves, you don't even look nice with that on anyway.
Nuh-uh.
You look better with your own hair. It's a fact.
That's right.
You know, you don't look nice. You look like clown. Imagine us. Imagine we were doing that. Do you know how stupid we would look? Imagine we went to the shop and bought Esau's hair and tried to look like Esau. That's what you're doing.
We've got Bob's
But
hair
we
on our
gotta
head.
be quiet.
Look at it.
And then you get. So now you get the Jakes here. They're like, okay, well, since you want to look like them, I might as well go get one of them.
Right.
And then they get upset. They're like, oh yeah, you're a race traitor. You're jumping ship. You're going with a Caucasian. Well, you're trying to look like her, so we might as well, innit? You know? And how do you know these Caucasians don't even go back to the seed of Jacob?
That's right.
We ruled for 1,000 years, man.
That's right.
Come on, look, it even got to a point where the whole Portugal got blacked out. Everyone was bronze color.
Right.
Because the Jakes from the Maghreb, from Algeria, Morocco, Mauritius, they went into Spain and Portugal, and what do you think they were doing after they conquered, man? There was nothing else left to conquer. No, there was no man left with a blade in his hand to challenge them.
Right.
So they just looked around and said, hey,
Dipping in that pail. They were dipping in
With
that
a yarn in the
pail.
mouth, like, let's go.
It was like Charlie in the chocolate factory. You know the fat kid that got stuck in the machine. That's what it was. Jake was just eating all the vanilla, man.
God.
He couldn't get enough of it, you know.
Yeah, man.
So fast forward, the descendants of those children are now
Right.
calling you nigger.
Right.
You just need to bite your tongue, man,
That's it.
because we did this to ourselves.
ourselves.
Because the
Did
Most
this
High
to
told us
ourselves.
not to do that,
God.
you know. And I've noticed, we're a thorn in our own sides. We do that all the time, man.
Right.
They don't need, the other nations don't need to hurt us. We hurt ourselves.
Right.
Right.
If you go to Peckham, Brixton, Tottenham, you ain't gonna see one of these other nations come up to you. Yo, what ends are you from, bruv?
Right.
You see Jay come up. Yeah, what ends are you from, bruv?
Right.
You ain't gonna see the other nations do that. It's you brothers out there that are doing that.
That's right.
The first time a guy ever approached me with a knife, it wasn't a Caucasian guy that did that. It wasn't a East Indian guy that did that. It was a guy that looks like me, man.
Right.
A brown skinned guy, pants sagging, with a knife on him. Oi, what ends are you from, bruv? You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So let's stop blaming the other nations. Let's take some accountability.
Ability. Right.
Because
Right.
accountability is like kryptonite to you guys.
That's right.
You know? We like to point the finger and blame. It's his fault.
Right.
Oh, it's his fault. No, it's you. It's your fault, man. Like the brother was teaching about the bastard children. That was a beautiful video, man. You know? Because it's true. We did it to ourselves, man.
Understanding your own worst enemy out here sometimes.
That's it.
You know? We did it to ourselves, man. We self-sabotage. And it's funny because the Most High is allowing this to happen to us as a punishment. Because he warned us. He told us not to do it. You know? That's why we come out here with passion to bring out the word, going, because we're trying to make up for past transgressions, man.
Right.
Yeah. We're trying to make up for past transgressions because the Heavenly Father's had mercy on us. He's shown us, you know what? All jokes aside, I know you guys messed up, but you know you're the Israelites, you know? You know you're actually, you know, Judah, Benjamin. He's waking us up, and that goes back to the raising up the heads.
Right.
Kwam Ra'ash, because Kwam means rise, Ra'ash means head, you know? And then the next step after that is what? Shah. And with Shah, we ain't even got to do a breakdown with Shah. You just go, we ain't gonna make, we don't have to make no Kwam Ra'ash, obviously you got to break it down, you know, raising up the heads and all that. But with Shah, it's straightforward. It speaks for itself.
See the energy.
You know, like Jake likes to say, if you don't hear, you're gonna feel.
Right, you don't.
You're gonna feel. You're gonna feel the, you know, you're gonna feel the energy, man.
You must feel.
That's why at the beginning of the video, we was warning you guys, you brothers out there that have been talking smack. You're gonna be accountable, man, because you're cursing out verified men. You know, men that have put in work for the ministry. Even the Bible that you're holding, that you're reading, a lot of the books in there, you could be cursing out one of the guys that wrote that book. How are you going to answer when the council comes around? How? What are you going to say?
That's right.
Shall I read this precept, Malak?
Can't, Malak.
Ezekiel
Yeah,
9 and
bring
6,
it out,
yeah?
man.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Ezekiel 9 and 6, and
If
it
brother's got
reads,
any precepts, you know, bring
slay
it. I know you just
utterly
wanna blow the
old
trumpet,
and
we're
young,
just waiting for the
both
press.
maids and little children
As the
and
press
women,
comes.
but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Upon what?
Upon whom is the mark.
Upon what?
Upon whom is the mark.
Yeah, and that mark goes back to Ezekiel, man.
Khan.
Okay? Because through the Spirit, if you look at the Apostle Barnabas is Ezekiel reincarnated.
Khan.
Because when you go to Barnabas's name, it goes back to Yahawashi.
Khan.
That's why Barnabas used to hang out with Mark.
Right.
And that's spiritual because Ezekiel is where you find the mark.
Right.
So all the prophets are linked together like a web. They come back in the regeneration around each other. That's why I'm saying you might be cursing out a brother, but you don't even know he might be one of the prophets of old come back.
Right.
You're cursing him out, you're bullshitting, you're rubbishing him. That's you. That's the Most High getting you. Because in Shah season, you ain't going to be able to say nothing to him. You can't even beg him for mercy because you know what you've done. So it's just going to be like, you know what? How hard is he going to hit me?
Just waiting for it.
It's gonna be how hard is he going to hit me, man? You know? And if you get one of these psycho guys like John the Revelator,
That's my good.
you get one of these psycho guys like John the Revelator, it's not gonna be a nice thing, man. Unreasonable people like that, they're not even gonna. You ain't even get a chance to even explain yourself, man. Okay? Because a lot of the guys that you're seeing, they're verified men. They're not clowns, you know. These are serious men, man. You know, the whole world was shaped by them. The Gospels, these are legendary guys. People don't know who they are now, so they just walk past. Oh yeah, you know. You could be cursing Ezekiel out. You could be cursing Matthew out. You could be cursing Bartholomew out. You know. These are serious men, man. The Most High said we're fools for the gospel's sake. Because that's how it is. The men of the Lord, they always come back looking foolish. Okay? Because that's what the Most High likes. He likes to make...
That's zealous, man. That's devotion.
Yeah, but that's also an exhibition of his power. He can make a mighty man... He can make a mighty man, a revered man. Like, for instance, Nebuchadnezzar. What did he do to Nebuchadnezzar? He had Nebuchadnezzar eating grass, man. Chewing grass like an ox. Because Nebuchadnezzar tried to exalt himself above his throne. So he said, you know what? I'm going to make you chew. And when Nebuchadnezzar came back from chewing grass, his kingdom was still intact.
Right.
So that was just a little flex from the Most High to say, I gave you the power.
Right.
That's why when you read Daniel 4 and 17, it says what? He ruleth in the kingdom of men.
That's right.
Even Alexander the Greek, he's not the great. Alexander the Greek, he only became great because the Most High gave him the kingdom. The Most High just wanted to prove a point to say, I can make someone as weak as Alexandra, you know, amass power, man. Because he was never supposed to beat Darius's army.
Right.
Darius's army was a bad boy. Even Darius was like, there's no way this guy could take me out.
Right.
You know, but he lost. Because the battle is the Lord's.
Right.
That's just how it goes, man. You got to be humble in this thing, man.
That's right.
You know? Can't allow.
Yeah, can't.
Oh, is that it?
No, there's more, yeah. And it says, continuing, it says, and begin at my sanctuary.
And what?
And begin at my sanctuary.
Right, it says, and begin at my sanctuary, man. Okay? That's why, hey, this new wine is coming directly to you Jakes, man. Especially you guys that have been in the truth for a certain amount of time. Yeah? The new wine is for you because you're the guys that say you follow Yahawashi. But like the brother, you know, done the breakdown, Yahawashi, he turned what? Water into wine. That was the first miracle he did. Okay, in the book of John. He turned water into wine. So that is synonymous with the first baptism being translated.
Khan.
Okay? Because the first baptism is the talent that you got given. So you have to translate it into what? Into the wine. Because if you take onto the wine, then the Spirit can work through you, and then more breakdowns can come out. Okay? Because that's how this thing works, man. It's like a current. But brothers don't want to take onto it, you know. They're going to leave it late, man. And it's not going to end well. Because Yahawashi is the person that Yahawashi has chosen, okay, to deliver the nation. So when he comes with the new wine, you're meant to drink it. Because that's what happened at the Last Supper, right? He said, this is my blood, drink it. Is that it on that?
Yeah, can't.
So now go back to Leviticus 23, and after you read about the atonement, go down to the part about the tabernacles, because I want to make a point on that one. Because after the first day of the 7th month, you got the blowing of the trumpet, and then the 10th day of the 7th month, you've got the atonement. Now the 15th day, so it's 3 different things, man. You got the blowing of the trumpet, first day, and then you've got the atonement on the 10th day, and then you've got the tabernacles, okay? Tabernacles, tabern. And also in some places they call it ingathering, meaning, you know, the Most High is making you dwell in a booth, man. And that's why I told the brother to get Jeremiah. Have you still got that? Married.
6 and 2.
I'm married onto you, because this is a marriage, man, and it goes back to the cycle. Okay, it goes back to the woman's cycle, man. Because according to the Levitical law, she's unclean for what? 14 days. And on the 15th day, she presents herself to get purified. So that you dwelling in the booth is like presenting yourself before your husband to say, I'm clean now. Now you can lay with me. It's symbolic, man. And that's the new wine.
That's right.
That's a new wine breakdown right there, you know? Because a lot of brothers don't even understand the symbolism behind ingathering or tabernacles. They just think the Most High woke up one day and said, I just want to put them in tabernacles. Nah, it's because you're in a relationship with him. And on the 15th day, which in most cases is when, you know, women get clean, that's when you need to present yourself in the tabernacle, man, in the tents. And then what does Jake come in the tents to do? He comes to see you, innit? And get busy, man.
Madam.
You know?
Madam.
So yeah, read that.
This is Leviticus 23 and 33.
Look, just carry on.
Forget that, man.
Just,
Forget
don't
that.
worry, guys.
When we get there, we'll get there. This, and it says that this is verse 33. And Yahweh spake unto Masha, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharallah, saying, the 15th day of the 7th month.
The what?
The 15th day of the 7th month. Shall be the feast of tabernacles.
Shall be the what?
Shall be the feast of tabernacles. For the 7 days, for 7 days unto Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahawashi.
There you go. For 7 days, man.
Khan.
Huh? Oh no.
Shall I continue?
So yeah, that is there more?
Yeah, there's a little more.
Yeah, go on.
It says, on the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahawashi. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. It is a solemn assembly.
It is a what?
It is a solemn assembly.
It is a what?
It is a solemn assembly.
Did you hear that? Solemn assembly. It means serious assembly, man. And that's the final feast day. And that goes back to what? Zion. 7. 7 means severed. Okay? And it's funny because I was telling you the body is made up of 7 parts.
Right.
And the 7th part on a man's body is his mama thana. Okay, his privy member. Alright? So the fact that the Most High wants you to dwell in the booth, that shows you this. Read that, marriage.
Jeremiah 6 and 2, and he reads, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Carry on.
I want the part where it says he's married. I think it's Jeremiah 3.
Oh, yeah, can't, that one, yeah. If a man put away, and like, yeah? That one.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremiah 3:1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Right?
Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played a harlot with many lovers.
But that was what?
But thou hast played a harlot with many lovers.
Right?
Yet return again to me, saith the Lord Yahweh. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with in the ways.
No, just jump down to verse 14, Malak.
Can't. 14, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Can't.
14.
Jeremiah 3:14.
Can't.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you.
For I am what?
For I am married unto you.
Did you hear that? Married unto us. This is a marriage. It's a covenant, man.
It's a covenant, man.
That's right.
Okay? It's a covenant. That's why you get the bloody. That's why you get the bloody rod. What does the bloody rod? Oh yeah, can.
Yeah,
what does the bloody rod go back to? The 8th day circumcision.
Right.
What does that go back to? The 8th day circumcision goes back to when a man disvirgins a woman, bro.
Yeah.
That's the covenant right there.
Yeah. Can't.
That's a marriage, man. That's how the Most High marries you to Himself. Okay, because you marry your virgin wife through the blood on your thing. That's how you get the. That's the consummation. That's how you get the tokens of the virginity, man.
Right, that's right.
What does the tokens go back to? The blood on the sheets.
Right.
So the Most High's blood is gonna be on your rod.
That's right.
That's some new wine.
That's right.
Okay, because a lot of brothers can't break down the circumcision thing. They think it's just cutting the foreskin on. You know, it's because once you cut the foreskin, it gets bloodied, man.
That's right.
And that is symbolic with the consummation of marriage.
That's right.
Okay, it's symbolic. You know, everything. The Most High is an artist, man. You know, everything He does is poetic. Everything He does is beautiful.
He's an artist.
Everything He does is symbolic, man. He doesn't just tell you 15th day of such month. There's a code behind everything. Just like I showed you with the 10 fingers going back to the atonement, the kapah, the palm. It's all connected.
There's nothing but a chance. There's no chance.
Right.
You know? All the dates add up. Yeah? Everything is just lining up perfectly, man. Okay? Because even with this atonement, this blowing of trumpet, the first day of the 7th month, we're in the 7th month. Even on Esau's calendar, we're in the 7th month, July, innit?
Right.
July, man, is their 7. Ayatanayam is our 7.
Right.
2023 is a 7.
Right.
Apparently, the children broke up from school today, and they're off for 7 weeks.
Oh yeah, 7 weeks. Yeah.
7.
7 again.
That's the spirit. It's all spiritual, man. You can't make this up. You just can't make it up, man. You know? And if you want to get deeper, today's the 19th, right? 19, 1 plus 9 is what? 10. And 1 plus, what do you call it? 7 is what?
8.
It's 8.
Right.
Because remember, it's the 7th month. Right. So if you add up the 19, you get 10. So the 10, let's just cancel the 0 out. So the 1 plus 7 is 8. Now, 2023 adds up to 7. If you add 7 to 8, you get 15. And that goes back to the tabernacles, man. See that? So the Most High is showing us, even through the code, this is the day I want you to blow the trumpet, and then you keep your tab. So everything is guided up here. And it's funny because the brothers that even are not with us, they saw the dates, how the Pentecost was adding up to 49. They saw it, man. So what's your excuse? What you gonna say in that day? Oh, I wasn't sure. The Most High would be like, come on, man. I showed you the dates even the dates were adding up. How can you say we made the dates up, man? That's ridiculous.
It's a lack of faith.
It's a lack of faith, man.
Because they don't believe.
You know? And also, some brothers have faith, but they don't have patience.
Right.
Because it says patience and faith. It goes hand in hand. One, you can't have one without the other. Some brothers have faith, they have no patience. And if you don't have no patience, what happens? You run out of faith.
Right.
You know? So that's what happens, man. You got the Amawan, but you don't have the patience. The Amawan will be finished. That's why you won't find the Amawan in the church of Yahawashi. Because Amawan won't have no patience, so the Amawan will run out. He'll run out of steam. So that's just the psychology behind the whole thing, man. All right. Got any precepts? Have you got a precept?
I have. Let me get Baruch 2 and 30.
Yeah, man. Bring it out, man. Brothers got any precepts they want to share before we?
Let me get Baruch 2 and 30 quickly so you can speak on that. Right, so Baruch 2 and 30, and he reads, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people."
Because what?
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
But
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. So basically, you know, when we're talking about the Kwam Rahash, that's what it is basically. You know, it's us coming back to ourselves. And I always hear brothers say, oh, you know, the prophet of old are back. You know, they're out there, you know, they're out there doing the work. But when the breakdown come, the revelation come, you know, showing you who you are, you lack faith.
Right.
You know, there must be a time where the Most High will put a spirit on the brother to kind of show us the way, because before we started to take over, we got to know who we are, man. The Most High is not slack.
Right.
You know, the Most High is not an ignorant power.
Right.
You know, he say, thou shalt remember yourself. And there's level to remembering yourself. The first level is being an Israelite, but after that, knowing what tribe you're from. And even after that, knowing who you are in the past. You know? So that's what it means by remembering yourself. And that's what the Most High is doing through the Church of Yahawashi, man. So for brothers that know themselves and left the circle, like the brother said, because they lack faith. You know, and the Bible says faith without work is dead. And it's the same thing, like it goes both ways. Work without faith, you know, if you don't have faith, you might be the best, you know, precept breakdown guy. You can break down the precept, you can preach. But if you don't have faith, hey, you're gonna fall out, or you're gonna lose faith, and you're gonna come out of the race. So it's very important to understand that we in the time where the miracle will happen, the new wine, like in Act 2. You know, they saw them speaking in tongues, and they say, "Oh, these guys are drunk with new wine."
New wine, right?
But we in the time we live in the book of Acts again. You know, yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Yeah, man, we're definitely living in the book of Acts, man. And also another thing I wanted to mention as well. Every time we blow the trumpet, something always a guan, man.
Right.
And it's funny because the man them ain't been paying attention, have they? You know? Every time we blow the trumpet, something major. You know, cause even before the COVID thing, after we blast the trumpet, that's when the COVID thing lock up. And then after that, even the Ukraine thing, after we blew the trumpet. So, hey, through the spirit, man, we know what's going on. You guys are just, get Isaiah 6 and 9. They're blinded, man. They can't see. They can't see, man, because they got, like I said, they got a faggot spirit on them. Yeah? They got a homo spirit on them, man. And why have you got that homo spirit? There's a breakdown for that. Because a lot of you guys are doing stuff, and there's preset on that, but we'll do that in another video. We'll show you why a lot of you guys have got a homosexual spirit on you. Because you can have that spirit on you without even knowing. You know? You can have that on you, man. It's effeminate. It goes back to that effeminate thing. You've got an effeminate spirit on you. That's why you can't see who the men of the Lord are. You know? Your vision has been clouded, man.
Also,
Yes.
I want to add something, right?
Too much feed.
Also, some brothers know, they know the men of the Lord. They know, but it's because they don't like the person that the Most High is using to bring it, and that's foul, man. Because if you're a man of the Lord,
It's carnal.
you should be spiritual, man.
carnal.
You ain't gonna look at a guy and say, "Oh no, I don't like this guy," so therefore
He looks
I'm
like
not part."
a
It don't make
Hamite.
sense. He looks like a Hamite.
Why are you watching how he looks? Are you
Don't
gay?
look at
That's
me.
how we know you guys are homos, man.
It's crazy.
You
man.
got
You're
a
looking at
homo
me.
spirit on you, bro.
You know what I mean? You're looking at me and you say, I don't like the way he looks, man.
Yeah, he looks
I don't
like a Hamite.
I don't like his accent.
So that means it's not what he's saying that's the problem, it's how he looks.
Right.
Because he looks like, so that means
I mean,
you're a
leave
faggot.
that to the woman.
What
If
you
a
want?
man
You're
likes
a
me
homo, bro.
because of the way I look, I understand that, but
Oh
not
my
you.
God.
Because
Right.
back in the world, you say
Listen to Esau all day.
You know what I mean?
the truth hurts. That's what it is.
Right.
And they say, oh, don't shoot the messenger.
Right.
So they're still in this. They're still operating like that.
Yeah, in that spirit.
You're gonna lick down the postman because your gyro never come.
Because you know Eve will go to a church, yeah, because she finds the pastor handsome, innit?
Right,
yeah. She'll be like, oh, the pastor's handsome, so I'm going to go to the church. That's the same spirit these guys are coming with, man.
Calm.
You know, you guys ain't men, you ain't ready for the battle, man. You know, they're telling you, oh, he looks like an Hamite. No, he can't be a man of the Lord. You got demons on you, man.
Judging the book by its cover.
And like I said,
Right.
there's a whole breakdown for that. Why brothers are behaving like that. It's because you're doing something. But you know, at the appointed time, the new wine will come out concerning the brothers that are getting fucked by other men and they don't even know it. And the brothers that are fucking other men and they don't know it. There's a whole breakdown for that. And it's all in the scriptures, man. It's the new wine.
Right there.
It's the new wine, bro. And you just don't know it. You don't know it. You're getting screwed, man.
You would have thought like Jake would have done that. You would have thought Jake
Nah,
would
but
have
it's true because
Literally.
it says he that getteth a wife getteth a possession. So if someone else screws that, it's screwing you. You're getting screwed,
But like, you
man.
would have thought these brothers in the truth would have learned the lesson though, innit? Because look how many years they were under, you know, listening to the Esau, their master, tell them to do this, tell them to do that. They come into the truth eventually, you're in whatever camp you're in, but then you've got other brethren out there bringing out wine and you don't want to then hearken then, but you, do you know what I mean? It shows that it's favoritism, innit?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the term.
You choose who you want to listen to.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it is.
They're basically treating the truth like a Netflix catalog. You know, they're browsing. I like that one. I like this one.
I like this.
It's not about the truth anymore. It's about who I like. Oh, yeah, I like that brother. I like the Carolina brother because he got a nice accent. I like that brother because he looks mighty. I like that brother because he's got a glorified beard.
Yeah, it's all carnal.
That's what women do, man. That women shop like that as well. So it shows a lot of you guys. You got that spirit on you, man. It's a foul spirit, you know. And we was trying to. The brother was trying to show you how to get clean, you know. But they were saying, "Oh, you're being over righteous. Stay in your filth, man." You know, because they don't even want. It's kind of like saying, I'm not gonna brush my teeth, yeah. The Holy Spirit is gonna brush my teeth for me, and then you can clearly see your breath stinks. You're making everyone uncomfortable. You don't want to brush your teeth. That's the logic they're using. Like when you tell brothers to get the hyssop and that,
Right, and
they'll be saying, "Oh, you're being over righteous."
No. Like, let's say clean on the outside and dirty in
Dirty
the
on the
I
inside.
understand,
Thinking
yeah.
like, what kind of? How can you think that way? Like, first of all, that body. The Bible say that your body is the temple of the Most High, right? Yeah. So you go just like He doesn't want you to eat pork. It's the same way you have to clean your body because you've been in the Word. You've been in different places. You slept with so many women and things like that. That energy on the Aesop is there to clean your body, but you don't. So basically, we're giving them medicine, but they refuse to take it. Basically, that's Jake for you, man.
And every time you sleep with those women, you think you're just having fun. There's a spiritual transaction going on, man.
Right.
You don't know. She might have a boyfriend and she didn't tell you. You know, you're sleeping with her boyfriend. You just don't know it.
That's deep.
And it's in the scriptures, man.
That's deep.
You know, that's why the scripture tells you gotta be careful, man. Don't just be out there just sleeping around with different girls, you know, because you don't know. You might be sleeping with the next man and you don't even know.
Malak, that's how even going to the brothel as well. Like obviously through the spirit, like we know that in the scriptures, like men of the Lord, like Samson did that, and that's part of our culture. But you have to think yourself, we're living in the most demonic era,
right.
really in the end. So when you go in a brothel, right, you gotta know how to clean up.
Yeah,
Look, if you want to go in the
Samson was
brothel,
a judge. He had that
you need to know
knowledge.
what ritual you're gonna have to do when you get home. Brothers have no idea. They just when you
They just go in there.
You're dealing with legion, and then you wake up the next day, you don't even know what to do with yourself.
With the
You
demon
lose your
sitting on your
faith.
chest.
It's like,
And it's funny
you gotta
because
be careful, man.
it's funny because after Samson went to Gaza to that brothel,
that's when
Delilah got him.
Right.
He got weak because a prostitute has so many legions on her. Because you gotta remember, she's not just sleeping with straight guys, you know. She's sleeping with bisexual guys too.
Right.
So she got all kind of spirits on her. You go in there, you sleep with her, all the legions on her come on you, and then we tell you to come to camp, and then you be dancing, man. It's the demons, man. No, it's good. No, we gotta talk about this because
Truth is real.
you know. So when we're trying to help brothers, we're trying to show you how to be a more effective man of the Lord. You know, you just come up with some silly excuses. We ain't got time for that, man.
the demon that's on you.
The demon is what's making you behave like that, and it's a fact.
You
know,
know,
because brothers,
they're sword
they're
fighting.
sword fighting, but they don't know.
They're sword fighting in a deep cave.
You know, that's why you got to inquire when you meet a woman for the
man.
first time. You got to inquire: have you got a man?
Right.
And you got to be patient as well. Don't be quick to jump in there because she might be seeing someone.
Right.
And then, you know, you're like, well, I didn't know. That's how you sword fight, man.
Right.
That's why a lot of you got those tendencies on you.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah,
most
that's
time
true.
as well,
Can.
most time as well, you have to rely on the spirit. If you meet a woman today, for example, right, and you're not too sure, you know that you can before you go to sleep or whenever, you can say to the Most High, reveal her to me.
Right.
And he will.
And he will.
He'll show you.
Her in the situation in the dream,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to know.
Or the
when
man
you-
might even call her when you're with her.
Yeah, something will happen.
Something will happen.
Something will happen.
And then the Most High be like, don't go there.
You have to rely on
You know,
the
but you
spirit,
get
man.
some guys that just want to get in there anyway. Like, yeah, I still want to get in there.
Brothers need to know how to take time.
Right.
Can't. Take time.
Patience.
Be sword fighting.
So funny.
Yeah, man, because that's what's happening. You know, that's why the brother was trying to talk about it. Hyssop, how to get clean, and you know, and then they start talking shit. Oh, yeah. Well, keep bumming the men.
Right.
You know, keep bumming the men, man. You know, you think you're bumming the girl, you're bumming the guy that she belongs to, man. That's how bad it is. You know, why do you think the Most High said they shall surely be put to death? Because in his eyes, that's how he sees it. You're bumming someone else's girl, you're bumming him.
Right.
That's why it says the nakedness of your father's wife is his nakedness. The nakedness of your brother's wife is his naked. It didn't even say it's the girl's nakedness. His nakedness. That's why a lot of you got legions on you, man. You know? And we're trying to show you how to get right, and then you want to talk shit. Well, just go your way. Freestyle. Freestyle. Shot season is coming, innit? We're going to see where you're going to be standing in that day, man. You know, and through the spirit, some brothers don't mind getting fucked up in shot season. That's cool. We don't want to get fucked up. That's why we're in line.
That's right.
You know? Any more precepts?
Yeah, Isaiah. This is Isaiah 6. I'll go from 8. And it reads, I also heard the voice of Yahawashi saying, whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then said I, here I am, send me. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Do what?
Hear ye indeed,
but understand not.
And that's what's happening when they watch our videos, you know? They can see everything is checking out. Check, but there's just something. It must be the homo spirit, innit?
Right.
It's got to be the homo demon, man.
Something that's hindering.
You know, because you can imagine, you know, your older guys that she slept with, you're sleeping with them as well. That's a lot of spirits, man. That's a lot of spirits, man. You know, so it must be that.
Right. That's it.
Maybe that's what it is. You know, that's why they can't get it. They just can't get it because even Yahawashi, he had to cast demons out of the Mary Magdalene. several demons, man. You know? So it shows you that, you know, brothers got spirits on them, man.
Like, I'd like to say something here, because I know brother will be, for the brother, he can go. I'm not saying don't go, right? But please know your ritual, innit? Know the Aesop and all of that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because you know, some of the brothers can't get women
because
and
I
all
have
that.
to be fair in judgment.
But you can't just go in there like that.
Yeah, you gotta know.
You know what I'm saying?
doing.
You gotta be wise. Because Samson, even though Samson went to the brothel, Samson was a judge. I'm sure he had his hyssop, his myrrh, but even still, Delilah still got him. You know, so what the brother's saying is you gotta be wise. You gotta have wisdom. You don't just go in there. You know, you gotta be wise, man. You know, it's a wild, wild west out here. There's legions out here, especially if you're a man of the Lord as well. You know they want to get you because they know who you are. The spirits are thousands of years old. They, you know, they see a man of the Lord. They say, look, that's that guy who used to rebuke us and cast us out. Let's get him. They're gonna have you for dinner, man. You know. Because that's what Paul said, innit? Paul said what? We wrestle not. Ephesians. Get that? There's things happen. Even now as we're speaking, there's spirits around here, man.
That's right.
You know? Just because the Most High hasn't opened your eye to see it, it don't mean it's not there. It's there. It's called what? The spiritual realm. How do you think the magicians are able to do all their card tricks and all that shit? They're using unclean spirits to, like that guy, what's his name? David Blaine. Yeah. He can cough a frog out of his mouth. How do you think he's able to do that? Left hand side, there's a spiritual realm out here, man. You know?
Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against what?
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
There you go, man. Satan is on job. And hey, Satan has got other demons under him too. Okay? He's not just the only one working. You know the same way the Most High got Micah Allah, Gabar Allah, Rapa Allah, all of these angels. Satan got his gang as well, man. He's got his clique. Everyone has a role to play into destroying you. So especially if you come in the Juve and you say you're a man of the Lord, there's stuff you need to do, man. You can't just rely on just prayer alone. Because even Yahawashi, before he went to the tabernacles, he went and purified himself before he went. Why did he do that? That's right. I thought he's the son. Why did he go to John the Baptist to get baptized as well? Right. That was a form of purification, man. Right. You know, so don't be stupid. Don't be silly. Yeah. If that's the case, don't bath anymore. Don't brush your teeth anymore. See what happens. Say the Holy Spirit gonna clean you up, innit? That's the logic they're using, man. Like you got some brothers as well. They use the toilet. They don't even wash their ass.
I had in my mind as well.
They don't even wash. I mean, come on, man.
To come back to that.
Think about that. Get that Deuteronomy. When you see, you talk about the laws, blah 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 blah. You got to start living the word. Are you a Hebrew? Are you really a Hebrew, or are you just a fashion Hebrew? Are you a YouTube Hebrew? You just want to make your videos so you can stay relevant and grow your channel. This is a culture, man. Because even the Ishmaelites that are not Israelites, when they use the toilet, they wash themselves, man.
Yeah, I think it's Deuteronomy 23,
you know?
12. Now read it.
Yeah. Read that. Because the Most High hates that. He hates that shit. He said, if I see that, I'm going to turn away from you. Right. You know, I'm not saying, you know, he's not going to have mercy and still, but once you know it, you need to apply it. You just wash yourself. Like, you could just have like a little bottle on the side. After you use the toilet, you just wash yourself. You're clean, man. You know, you use some frankincense and myrrh, rub it in. A lot of you brothers, you say you can't get no women. It could be because of that, you know. How's the Most High going to help you get women if you're not following basic sanitation laws, man? Come on, you know women are carnal as well.
Yeah, very carnal.
You gotta be clean, man.
Right.
You know, every time you see your mouth is dry, you know, all here, you're not brushing your teeth.
Ashy.
You know, come on, man.
Right.
Now read it, Malak.
Can't read it.
Deuteronomy 23 and 12. Thou shalt have a place also without a camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad.
Right?
And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon, and it shall be, when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith, and shalt turn back and cover that which cometh before thee. I mean,
Even the
cometh
animals.
from thee.
Even the animals, like the dogs. Have you seen after they take a shit, they
Yeah.
always try and clean
Especially
it.
the cat.
They
Yeah,
kick
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Kick back.
Who taught them how to do that? It's in their DNA.
Right.
Even the cats, they don't like people to see their shit, man.
That's true. Yeah,
Dust their feet and move on, isn't it?
They don't like people to see their dung, man. You know? So that goes to show you, bro. You're not supposed to, there's certain cleanliness that you gotta observe. You know, and through the spirit, it says you're not even supposed to have a toilet in your yard, isn't it? It's meant to be away. You know?
It's been in captivity, but
Yeah, man. That's how you know this place is off, man. This place is off.
Larry 14.
Come on.
Verse 14 of Deuteronomy 23. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
You see that? So the Most High is walking among you, but yet your ass stinks. You're not cleaning yourself. So you're basically telling the Most High, smell my shit. That's disrespectful, man. Because even when a gal is coming to your yard, what do? You clean up the yard.
Yeah, of course,
You spray it up.
Yeah.
But yet the Most High, you leave the yard stink up.
Wow,
Nah, man, that's disrespectful, man.
Trust me.
And it says he dwells in your temple. So are you not meant to keep it clean then?
Yeah.
Now that you know the spirit is going to dwell in your temple, you're supposed to keep the temple clean, man. You're meant to clean up. But you man like to take the piss. That's why the Most High take the piss out of you. You don't get nothing, man. Because you're not keeping the simple sanitary laws, man.
And the heathen, they're using that, If you look at the Muslim, they do like the simple, the normal cleaning ritual and that. I believe that's why the how do you say that?
Prosperous. Yeah, they're prosperous. Yeah.
So they attract that good energy. Basically, they stole our
culture.
ways,
Yeah.
our culture.
They're putting it to good use.
Right.
While Jake is just out there, And this is not to shame brothers, man.
No, man.
It's love. This is love, man. So brothers can get better.
You gotta be able to take how do you call it, rebuke, innit?
That's right.
Open rebuke
Rebuke
is better than secret love, man.
Right.
It is what it is, man.
Remember when we were younger, like, you did something, you got shamed.
Right.
Yeah.
Shame, that's what you thought. You turned around, you thought about it.
You thought, but like, stop
doing
the
it.
calm.
The brothers need to get shamed because they don't have shame no more.
Shame will make you stop, like you said.
And then we got the wilderness coming, so I'd rather be shamed right now and fix myself up.
Right.
Because if you're not shamed now,
Exactly.
you're gonna be shamed now.
there.
Yeah. So you don't,
It's
you stuck, man.
Daniel, the everlasting shame.
Yeah, that's Daniel
Right.
12. Daniel 12, I believe.
Yeah, we might have to just start blowing the trumpets soon, because it's getting a bit late.
That's not a physical thing, but the
And then
people
if we
that
see the crescent later, we'll just put it, slap it in the video, because it's getting a bit late, man. Brothers need to see.
like you're saying, that's a shame on the physical level.
But the
On
West
a
is
spiritual
over there.
level, like it's going to be forever lasting
Yeah,
shame.
it's gonna be, exactly.
Forever lasting shame.
Yeah, man. So after we blow these trumpets, hopefully the Most High ends this shit, man.
That's right.
Because this is it, man. This is it, man.
That's it, yeah.
The year of the sickle.
That's right.
Because that sickle was
The threshing.
in Shemayim, and the sickle goes back to harvest. So this is, so Adawana Ratazawanka, this is the year of the harvest, man. It's the year of the harvest, man.
That's right.
Because we can't continue like this, man. Something needs to happen. The Most High going to rise up, man. He's going to rise up, and he's going, that Shah season, he's going to give his elect power, man. And things are going to start running in the proper order. Because we need some order in Yashara Allah. Everyone's just doing whatever the hell they want to do. That's crazy, bro.
Doesn't work like that.
Mad.
Does not.
So yeah, man, let's round things up, man. Any more precepts?
No.
I was gonna finish it off.
Yeah, finish it, and then we'll blow the trumpet, man, because it's getting late.
Right, so verse 14 or Deuteronomy 23, and he reads, "For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp to deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee."
There you go. So you got to respect the Most High, man. You say you love the Most High, well, keep your temple clean as much as you can. You know. Anyway, with that, we're gonna blow these trumpets. I'm gonna go first. Yawana, you go second, and then Mark Allah, you can go third, and then the rest of you brothers, Karafa, Zakwana, Shawana, then Ibadi Yahawa, you go last, yeah? Yeah. Mark Allah.
Manuala.
Yeah, step forward.
Manuala.
Who's next?
Yeshua.
Kwam
Yeshua.
Manuala.
Manuala. Manuala.
With that, let's close out, bro.
All together?
Let's close out. Oh yeah, all together, ain't it? All together. Yeah, you wanna come in? All together. Let's go.
Manuala.
With that, we're gonna close out. We're gonna give all praises
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi,
Raka Kodash.
Kwam Yeshua.
Kwam Yeshua.
Bad Baba.
That's right. Emmanuel.
Every man's got their trumpet blowing.